going to allow me to do the entertainment schedule at this point of the show.
I would be honored if
Whoa,
you would
check
lead us
it out.
down the
Honored,
entertainment
yeah.
road.
Okay. Well, let's start with Thursday, March 10th, and it's the same as Thursday, March 3rd, believe it or not.
And I hearken back to "It's the Same Old Song" by the Four Tops.
Island Idol is still at Nick's Roadhouse. At
Well,
7:30.
listen, have you heard anything about the new and improved, totally different Island Idol?
I have some information seekers out there who were going to check it out and get back to me. And answer your question, no, but info will be forthcoming.
It's just a shame that we record on Thursday nights, or I know we would go every week.
That's absolutely correct. And Steve Brownell's the Brass Pelican over in Huron at 7. Friday, March 11th, the big night. Pay Dirt is at Quarry Hill Winery in Berlin Heights at 6:30. Jambone is at Mattis Winery at 8 o'clock.
I don't think you can say that on the air.
All right, then I won't. Cruisin' is at Monami at 8:30, and Steve Brownell is at Oliver's Bar and Grill in Berlin Heights at 9 o'clock. I believe that place seats a little over 8,000 people, 8 at a time. And that's 8 at a time.
Are you making fun of me now? Is that what you're doing?
No,
I don't think that's a road on which you wish to travel.
that just popped into my mind because we used to have a little hot dog and hamburger place in Vermilion, and of course now I can't think of it to save me.
Rudy's Hot Dog?
Well, I want to, for the sake of this conversation, we'll call it Rudy's, but their slogan was seats 8,000 people, 8 at a time, and that's all they had in there was 8 stools. So at any rate, where are we here? Okay, Saturday, March 12th, moving right along. Jeff Sherman is over at the Paper Moon Winery at 5. Mike Papazian is at Quarry Hill Winery at 6:30. Steve Brownell is down at the Plaza Lanes in Fremont at 7 o'clock. Get a nice, fresh, hot Cameo's pizza down there at Plaza Lanes. Mark from Classic Trends is back at D&D Smith Winery at 8. Wink and Friends will be at Mattis Winery at 8 o'clock. Cruisin's at Monami at 8:30. And a new group is going to be appearing at the Sawmill Saturday at 8:30 called Dupree. And they play mainly 80s and 90s. So if you're in that era, stop by Sawmill. And get this, folks, here you go. Mustang Sally will be at Nick's Roadhouse at 9 o'clock.
For another Put-in-Bay Days?
Well, their own little Put-in-Bay Day. And you know, a lot of people like Mustang Sally from the Bay. Well, you've got to really like them because they're going to be like the house band at the Beer Barrel this summer. They're going to be there like all the time.
Where are they from, do you know?
Nashville, actually.
Is that over by Dayton?
No, it's capital of Ohio. Nashville, Akron. Okay, Sunday, March 13th. Epitome, also known as Epitome, will be at Monami at 2 o'clock. Ronnie Howard and the small group, a nice little afternoon of soft music. And there is your March 6th through March 13th calendar of events.
Well, thank you for all of your hard work in compiling that list. All right, well let's play another song courtesy of Tommy Johnson Realty. And then we're going to come back and do a little fun thing with some famous quotes by athletes. And I think you might get a kick out of this. Let's play It's Your Thing by the Isley Brothers.
Didn't they have a ice cream shop in the Columbus, Marion area?
They had one in Bellevue back when I was in high school, Isley's.
Good ice cream, too.
Yeah, and it was kind of the, what's it called from Happy Days? Arnold's.
Arnold's, yeah.
It was kind of the Arnold's of Bellevue way back when.
I vaguely remember somebody telling me that the Portside Motel downtown Port Clinton used to be like decades ago an Isley's, because it's built on that same premise.
I don't know, but
Whether that's true or not, I don't know.
what I do know via Facebook is that Bolte Insurance used to insure a property in Port Clinton that was owned by a lady named Rose Pasco. That's all I'm going to say about that right now, but I know it for a fact.
And what does that have to do with Isley's ice cream?
What
Oh,
treats? It's a treat. Sweet.
Oh my God, that's a stretch.
Someone,
Play your damn
never
song,
mind.
will ya?
Okay, it's Your Thing by Rose Pascal. No, It's Your Thing by the Isley Brothers. Feeling All Right with Buck and Chuck, brought to you by Tommy Johnson. That was It's Your Thing by the Isley Brothers. And we really don't have much to do the rest of the show since our guest is a no-call, no-show.
I don't know why Jerry'd do that to us.
Could be in a ditch, as bad as the weather is. But anyway,
the way his kindling was dwindling, I'm not sure.
my wife said that about me the other day. All right, this is a new segment to the show called Why Athletes Can't Have Regular Jobs. And this is a collection and compilation of quotes by athletes that, well, you may find it funny or not. I'm going to start it off, and then Buck's got a few, and we'll just share a few with you. And they also could be called, instead of Why Athletes Can't Have Regular Jobs, they could be called Yogi Berra-isms. There goes Joe Moss into the Can-Ham building for the second time today.
He could be our guest.
I could go get him. Anyway, here we go. New Orleans Saints former running back George Rogers, when asked about the upcoming season: I want to rush for 1,000 or 1,500 yards, whichever comes first. I don't know.
Oh, I can match that one with one I got here. The old Houston Oiler coach, Bum Phillips, when asked by Bob Costas why he takes his wife with him on all their road trips, Bum Phillips says, she's too ugly to kiss goodbye.
All right. Boxing promoter Dan Duva on Mike Tyson going to prison was quoted as saying, why would anyone expect him to come out smarter? He went to prison for 3 years, not Princeton.
Oh, let's see. I'm not sure I got one that's as good as this last one. In the words of North Carolina state great Charlie Shackelford, I can go to my left or right. I'm amphibious.
I'd give my right arm to be ambidextrous. Bill Peterson, a Florida State assistant football coach, was overheard saying to his players one day, you guys line up alphabetically by height, and you guys pair up in groups of 3 and then line up in a circle. That sounds like one of our phone conversations, Buck.
I did find one more good one. Shelby Metcalf, basketball coach at Texas A&M, recounting what he told a player who received 4 Fs and 1 D. Son, looks to me like you're spending way too much time on one subject.
Former football commentator and player Joe Theismann once said on the air, nobody in football should be called a genius. A genius is a guy like Norman Einstein. And these are pretty darn funny, if I do say so myself.
Frank Layden, Utah Jazz president, on a former player. I asked him, son, what is it with you? Is it ignorance or apathy? And the kid says, Coach, I don't know and I don't care.
Chuck Nevitt, a North Carolina State basketball player, explaining to Coach Jim Valvano why he appeared nervous at practice one day. Well, Coach, my sister's expecting a baby, and I don't know if I'm going to be an aunt or an uncle. Oh, stop it. Stop it. One more, and then we'll move on with something even less entertaining than this. Upon hearing Joe Jacoby of the Redskins say, "I'd run over my own mother to win the Super Bowl," Matt Millen of the Raiders said, "To win, I'd run over Joe's mom too." Oh, well, okay.
Maybe should have quit one earlier.
Now here, Torrin Polk, University of Houston receiver, on his coach John Jenkins. "He treats us like men. He lets us wear earrings." Okay, well, let's play another song.
You got more share this week?
No share this week. You got your yearly dose. Let's play a song by the Zombies. This goes back to like 1967. Classic song, "She's Not There." A few words about our sponsor, Tommy Johnson, and if you ever see a green Buick Enclave running around with a license plate that says Tommy J, you'll know who it is, and you'll know she's in a hurry on her way to either a showing or to procure a listing. We got time for one more song, Buck, and
Make it a good one.
I'll make it a good one, and it kind of applies to Tommy Johnson buzzing around the Ottawa County. It's called "Life in the Fast Lane" by the Eagles. We'll talk to you all next week, folks. Be safe, and we got to go find out what happened to our guest.
I am happy, I am gay. Sometimes I come twice a day. I'm your mailman. I'll flip your knocker, ring your bell. Don't you think I'm kinda swell? I'm your mailman. I can come in any kind of weather, for you see my bag is made of leather. I don't care for doors or locks, I'll just slip it in your box. I'll